ميرسي. دخل اخي ستريم وريني كواليتي.
واقع مدار ماشي. اوب أوه.
قال لي واش امور مضبوطه.
نحطوك حنا كاع في البيس.
كنت لعبت شي بمانيطه ماشي بمانيطه داخل كومبليتلي بلايند الصوت واش صار.
وانت طلعش ليا نيشان.
لعبت شي بمانيطه ماشي
لا
بمانيطه
لا، مزيان مزيان.
انت شوف.
الصوت ديال
انت
الديسكتوب
شوف.
كيتسمع.
اه
الصوت ديال الديسكتوب تيتسمع.
دير شي حاجه في الديسكتوب واش عارف.
لا
انت شوف يا سير.
غنحيد لك الصوت من الديسكورد صافي باش نسمعك في الستريم مزيانه.
طيب
وانا غنبقى في لابيل باش تسمعني كندوي تجاوبني في الستريم.
طيب
مزيان هاد اللعيب.
نطلق نطلق شي صوت.
طلق شي.
Build a website you love
او ماي
with what
اوكي كيتسمع.
كيصبر نعيط على عبدو ندير الشاط.
ليش؟
واتاشي كاكتا اي ام هير. صافي عبدو صيفط شي ميساج. صوتي كيتعاود عندك مروان.
اصلا انا كندوي معاك.
نو
دير شي حل.
ماي كورنت تايم 5:28 بي ام. واو اوكي ثانك يو. وات انفينيت لوب. begin. The end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and this is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something
Basic.
very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
غلط في
He
شي
had been at his
بطانة.
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen,
قول لي بعدا شنو يبقى غاب عبدو.
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
شنو قال؟ قالك خرج من الاوفيس. نا سيتينغز كنترولز فورورد زد ليفت كيو. اوكي لا مزيان. لا سيدي مبغيتش نخرج يلا. عرفت النوع ديال الجيمات هادو.
لا سيدي مبغيتش نخرج يلا. عرفت النوع ديال الجيمات هادو.
يلا انا ما خارجش. انا نبقى هنا شيطرة كاع.
شد الفوز معاك كاع.
خويا علاش اخي يقولي لي انايا خرج ما خارجش سيدي.
خويا علاش اخي يقول لي انا خرج.
ما ساقامش سيدي انا نبقى هنا. الكليك بلا سوري بحال شي طابي في كلافي.
كليك بلا سوري بحال شي طابي في كلافي.
زعما هادي هي حياته يبقى.
هادي راه شي كاد.
وقيلا ضروري خصني نخرج.
وي
الوقت.
صحابي كنصحبوك كيما دير اللي بغيتي.
داكشي ديال الديتايلز فهمتي. خلاص تولوس عنده. اوكي انا خارج يلا. عجبكم الحال دابا؟
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
ها
سير
شنو هادشي كينستال الويندوز.
انا كنسمع صوتي في الستريم ديالك. كلك دير شي حل.
نقدر نقطع لك الصوت. خصك تخرج من لابيل مالا. كون بقيتي جالس في كرسي كاع ما تحركش كونتراست انتراكشن.
اوكي
ماي باد برو.
صافي يعني.
انا ديك الانتراكشن هي اللي كنت باغي نشوفها عبدو ولكن
كيحرق عليك.
يسحب ليا ما بقاش في الروم. الا بقيت غير في الروم زعما راه طرا شي حاجه. بس I don't know.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
نعصب خونا يمكن لي نعصبو. لا خويا ما نمشيش انايا للميتينغ جروب.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yep.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. You can't just give these minutes away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
هنا الدور هذا واقيلا.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
شنو صوت؟ Come on.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417 باغي يقلبني باش نخرج من الروم. نزيد شويه ونشوف لا ما دواش نتحرك. الا ما دواش نمشي ضرب 417. All gamblers start quit before they win big. Probably now. No. اوكي يلا 4-1-7. اوبس كاميرا تحركت.
اوكي يلا 4-1-7. اوبس تحركت.
فا 4-1-7. نوب نوب ناو.
4-1-7.
سيبة ده حيد واتساب مرة. اوه قريب 4-18.
الواتساب مرة.
ها
اوه قريب. 4.
اكسس يوزر نيم. خونا تيدير ابديت للبيوس قطعت عليه البيسي. هيز كوك.
اكسس.
ها
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
انا متاكد انه غادي يشطحنا هذا هو.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
اوكي برو.
Now, back to door number 437.
Can I sprint? No.
Let's see.
أنت
How
شو
about you click on...
يصير؟
Well, I don't know. The
واحد شو
copy
شي لاحظت
machine.
ستريم وانه كاين رامباك ديالك انت منين كدوي عندي انا.
وراه قلتها لك السطر هذاك الشيء قلت لك اشي حل. فين هو الكوبي ماشين؟ هذه.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling
على
it now. I
حسب
think
انا
we're getting
ناخذ
somewhere.
انا ناخذ من لابير ونبقى نتفرج.
سير دوي معايا في
نبقى
السطر.
نسايق.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
مشينا.
سوبر فان.
هاو. هكا.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
شطح فيا يا صاحبي.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Oh my god.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes!
Yes!
Did it!
Yes!
Oh, wow. Amazing. Oh, you have earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back.
Nothing
I'm
can hold me
proud
back.
of how far we've come today.
Thank
Just
you.
think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What were you thinking?
This game is life changing. Thank you, voice guy. I hate Mondays. Understandable.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Of course no. Of course no. Of course no. عبدو ما فيا اللي يدير انتراكشنز قاعد دير نبقى هنا بلا ما ندخل لا اللي من لا الله يصب داك الشيء.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
probably. ولا probably مبغاش يدير داك الشيء تقول لي.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
الله يسعد الله يسعد. فراسك جاني اتشيفمنت حيت بقيت نحاول نجامبي ما بغاش. شيت اتشيفمنت
Stanley's
لتحت.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's
Oh.
possible that this is why everyone left.
What? بقيت نتراي نجامبي الصاد
Stanley sat around waiting for more
Shut the
time.
hell up.
But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
اش كاينه كاميرا ديك تماك طلع لي اتشيفمنت بقيت نحاول نقص الجيم كامله وما يطلعوا لي نو سيريوسلي وي ديزيبلد ات اي ام شور كاين اتليست وان دايالوج مورا هذا بليز نو the game is trying to send in him a message okay probably I should leave this cool room organized ناس كي قال لها should I okay one more dialogue please okay
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room. Took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
no شلت هذا انا نمشي second oh my god of course ندخل هذا
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
ooh a button
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
what the heck البلاد اللي كيدوي معايا ادمين اوكي كانت تقدر تكون هورر جيم ناضيه هذا شوف الكلايمت كي
Oh
دايره
no,
Oh.
no, it's to the right, my mistake.
blood are you kidding
No, no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
take your time blood
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
وجهي ما تيبانش مزيان
Story
نطلق
is
الليل
absolutely, definitely this way.
مزيان هكا او ما بدل والو ياك هاي دامت I don't know تخيلوا وجهي راك عارف وجهي كي داير او كاميو let me drive I am the driver what is this بولا حمراء oh my god
No.
ايو
This is all a spoiler.
Bro.
Close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
employee fired
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
hey انا امي اصحابك
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
غادي نرجع لتماك
Go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
غادي نرجع لتماك غادي نحمقو مسكين هاد الفويس
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
What?
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come Stanley, let's find the story.
عبدو did I messed up واش خورت ستوري بغيت نقص غنجي من هذا اللي مسدودين فيه The game is one step really
I'll
nah
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
bruh man bruh
All of his co-workers...
so shut the hell up man
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse.
yeah
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
okay open freaking okay هاد الباب مكانش محلول لا هذا هو منين جيت شراب nothing nothing
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No,
فريكيا
wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
اوكي مان عرفناك ادمين وعندك بطونات تثبت الماب ثانك يو
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
what do you mean
Is this
انت الادمين
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I guess
Do you remember, Stanley?
yeah kinda
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
yes
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
thank you
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some
Oh.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart. Absolutely. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
how simple is that ها بط صات ندير بهضرتي هاد المرة مسكين
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward,
yeah why
are
not
we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
okay
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
yeah
Okay. Now, if my experience
guess.
of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hang on.
لا
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
لا I like
I
some
think what we
random
need right now is
philosophy.
a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Thank you. Wow, bro. That shit's too loud. What do you mean? Shut it! That is stupid, man.
Wait, cut the music.
God, thank you.
And
Thank.
that fern.
What fern? What is a fern?
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Bro!
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
هذا عاود شعل.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through,
انت اللي قاعد تشيلي هنا.
can't take this anymore, to hell with it. Restart.
Come on, I'm just staying here.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Let's go.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which one? Why not this? Come on, bro. Come on.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
No.
What do you want our story to be?
No, أنا
Go
رجعت.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Nope, أنا رجعت. What do you have to say? Huh? Nothing. Whoop. Whoop. The back rooms. Bro. Never mind.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Ooh. Begin the game again. دابا actually I am the one in control. انا نقدر نخرج وقت ما تبغيت.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How
Mate.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
Yep.
starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this?
What?
Fusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this...
Hey, yo!
It's all determined?
No!
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Yeah.
Why don't I get a say in all of this?
Yes!
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Don't do it.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know. Can you open
Okay.
some door?
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way,
Okay.
this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah!
I'm quite sure if we're in the destination,
Determination
or
of
they're always saying that
bending
life is about the
the
journey and not the destination.
predetermined story,
So I hope
maybe.
that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Well, in the meantime, if you just
Ouch! What? Blood! Did you see that?
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean?
He forgot!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
كاع ما قريتش داكشي باش ندير العكس ديالو.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
عبدو شنو كان مكتوب في الفيفث اندينغ باش ما نديرش بحالو بليز. عاقل. ارجع في اللايف بليز. اوكي انا نتفرج في راسي ونرجع في اللايف. The Unshackled. Okay. En direct. Indie. Okay. Narrator forgets about previous restarts. Then شي ما واضحش. Here, Stanley attempts to play the story, but it is prevented, unable to go anywhere or do anything. The game restarts on its own.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
سو ما كانش خصني او لحظتك جيسيكا، ما علينا. سو ما خصنيش اتمبتي انني نلعب ستوري، كي دابا بديتها داكشي اللي يطرا في السيفنت اندينغ ما نديروش. Find the line again, begin following the line, find an identical replica of the office that has begun to deteriorate. Okay. So now فاش تريستارت الجيم ما نتبعش اللاين. I just don't follow the line. Easy.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Everyone is unique. You, most of all. دابا كلشي تفاير حتى شتي واحد ما عمرو ما دار perfectly what the narrator says. ماشي narrator, perfectly his work, because it's impossible to do the same thing. Wait, what? Did I miss a slide? Yeah, nobody can do the same thing perfectly every day. So they're all fired, and that's it. And even then, still much more to find. Okay. Okay, understood. Shift to global markets. What? Let's go.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope. I'll just stay here. Why not?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
I just
no
love the
reason
beat.
to still be here.
No, I love this sound. That's enough reason for me.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I mean, the sound is cool.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yup.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I would give you some explanation, but I can't.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
It exists. That's enough reason for me. 10-year achievement.
Maybe to
Never
you
done
this is
before.
somehow
Our
its
playthrough.
own branching path. Maybe when you go talk
That's
about
it?
this with your friends, you'll say,
4 hours is
"Oh,
enough.
Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Now I want the ending. The broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Thank
He
you,
probably
thank you.
only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? He has free will. He is
Well,
unshackled.
a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. you're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
That's dark.
Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I mean, look, I love this yellow and this random brew. Probably I should go out. Is there no more dialogue? You should. After 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 11 seconds.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. You can't do any worse. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Waiting of boss's office. No! The fifth. That's my favorite. But the fifth ending in the board was that I played the story properly. And I don't wanna do this. You can't shackle me with a script.
Stanley just couldn't do it.
I
He
couldn't.
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my
Crazy?
workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Crazy?
None of it made logical sense. And a Stanley
كان ديلي يا عبد الرجل ده قاعد.
strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Huh?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Oh,
He yelled.
okay,
This is all a dream.
okay.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer.
That's
an
a dream,
explanation.
okay.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Crazy?
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Huh?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Nice.
It too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything I do?
Exactly.
The voice was describing itself being considered by
A
Stanley,
rubber
who
roof.
found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have
I'm
to take
afraid of rats.
responsibility.
Rats making me crazy.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
What?
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
I feel there is a message here.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Whoops.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Damn.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Huh? Wait, what? Wait.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meet.
I'll be back. She can't be your wife. She didn't recognize him. الو. تست. Thank you عبدو. I will call him. Right. Well, he'll be back. Let's continue.
Meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
He said he, so we're still Stanley.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's do what he said this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. The broom closet. I have an irresistible urge to go in here.
Oh no! I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thank you. I'll take my time. What's up? He moved. I guess there is no more dialogue. I guess.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely person. Extreme bathrooms. Heart broom closet. There is no boss, of course.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2485. So it's not secret if you said it to me. I will discover a little before
Stanley
going.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Oh,
Trying
what?
to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I'm sure there was another room.
2845.
5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Yeah,
Stanley happened
random.
to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Sheer luck.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is this a horror game mood? Whoops. Boom.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Whoops. No escape for me. What is this?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
We've been here. There. We've been there. So we know what's going on.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this
no.
the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
No.
Never.
No,
It
no.
was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled
Unshackled!
from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was
Was
exactly
happy.
the way, right now, that things
The
were
last
meant
3
to
dots.
happen. And Stanley,
I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Beat the game. Of course, we will enter a game. Wait, what?
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They should. Wait. They should return me to the menu, not to the game. Beep. Input received. That's new. What? You got this.
When
So
Stanley
it's not
came to
over.
the 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if we click on this time on the power facility? We will speed
Yet
run.
there was not a single person here either.
Speed run.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
What?
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait, why? Not the broom closet. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There's a room we didn't see. Here. What? Business strategy. Is to hold weapon on people. Let's go up. Because we're already up. Which means rough tube or something. Nice color. Love the light. Light. Not too strong. but it does the job at the same time. I love it. Probably we're in a tower where there is lot of floors. That must be the case. Okay, no, it's not the case. What the heck? That's it? I don't wanna click down and see the same outcome. Please, no. It is the same outcome. Okay, stop. Ooh, graphs. Indoors monthly.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
Boom,
any
boom,
human
boom.
life.
Oh,
What could it mean?
no.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
2,
He began
8,
wildly tearing
4,
through papers
5.
on the boss's desk. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming...
No! No! Come on.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley
Finally.
calmly moved forward into the opened passageway.
Where? Elevator worth it. What if I click up? I can't. Okay. So the game basically says quit your office, quit your work, do what you love.
Stanley walked
Don't
straight
be
to the
shackled.
large door that
Probably
led to the
be
mind control
unshackled.
facility.
Ooh. I can try the escape, or try to click on. Let's try the escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Meet what? I value human life.
Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Exactly. Wait a second. He could be lying. Simply, the voice. Why do I have to trust him that much? Okay, I can't. Next one. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
No wrong
Stanley
answers,
thought to
no
himself.
wrong endings.
Did he have the
Yeah,
strength?
we gotta
to
see
fight
them
out?
all. But I wish I had a sprint button. Wait, we came from here, yeah. Boop.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore
Yo.
the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
Oh, spoilers
individuals
alert.
reduced to images
Marwan.
on the screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Spoiler alert.
Freedom meant nothing.
If you ever wanna try the game, I don't know. Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
There's so much I wish I could say, but gotta see it for yourself.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls.
Actually, we
labeled
didn't
with
discover
emotions.
this area that much.
Or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this
Console
very
disabled.
place. And as the
What
cold
is
reality
this?
of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Boop. What if I click them all? I already found 5. What is 1? Right. Okay. Right. Sound changed. What? Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Boop.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
No.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for
Yep.
yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control?
I'm the boss.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Nuclear?
eliminating the entire complex. How
Wait.
long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it?
Okay,
Stanley?
okay, okay,
It's
okay.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Boop.
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
I don't
What
know.
a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Press any key to
Mere
send
moments
power
until
surge.
The bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one
I
of them
guess-
is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Incorrect.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of
5.
solace before you're obliterated?
What is this?
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of
You
the
have to
story.
watch to be
Sometimes
Hero
when I
X.
tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
It's
pushing
so good.
buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
I'm dying in 2 minutes.
Other times, I
What
let
the hell
it
are you
sink into
saying?
the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the
Number
control
one.
wrested
If I
away
click
from
number
you,
one.
it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even
Nope.
better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know
What does he
To
mean?
hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Thank
These
you,
are
thank you.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Dark blue.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right
Yes.
now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yes.
Look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Do you
Yeah.
think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted
3
to control
attempts.
this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail
I am the one in control. I can just quit to menu.
life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Boop. Boop.
This is the
What?
story.
What? So there is no resume.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, quick. The broom closet is closed. I mean, it's not fresh.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some
Okay,
buttons.
okay.
Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Kill surprise. New ending unlocked. They blocked broom closet. Yeah.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, I want to see Stanley blown to pieces, actually. Sorry,
Lights
Stanley.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Okay,
secret
skip,
did this
skip.
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Who would have been unlocked?
Now the monitors jump to life. Their true nature
But
revealed.
I was
Each
actually
bore the number of
in
an
control.
employee in the
I
building.
stopped his
Stanley's
nuclear
The
weapons.
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Quick.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your
Yeah.
time to shine. You are the star. It's your story.
This guy is
now.
too powerful.
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than
What
what
is
I
this?
had in mind. What
Four.
a shame we have so little
Let's
time
find
left to
first
enjoy
the
it.
other.
Mere moments
Maybe
of
I should click it 4
long
times.
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to
So I found
start.
4.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of
1,
solace before you're obliterated?
2.
All right, I'm in a good mood.
Ah,
You're gonna
2.
die anyway. I'll tell you exactly
Another
what
one.
happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in
1,
this
2,
instance
3.
of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
Damn.
I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
There is no
I'm sure
logical
whatever I come up with
relation
on the next go
between
around
a house
is even better.
and cyan
My
and number
goodness,
1.
Only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time
Button
on
hint,
the clock.
active button
These are
hint,
precious additional
1
seconds.
light blue,
It
22.
doesn't grow on trees.
22.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you
What?
have no idea where
What?
you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or
Dark
did you just
blue
assume
1.
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Green.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones.
There's
Or maybe
this-
this big red button.
Okay.
Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Probably if I
Think
click
that, Stanley,
5.
that this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea
Then
what your purpose in this
green.
place is?
What?
but you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000?
Let's go back. Let's remember the answer for just one. Okay.
Each time you fail.
The one saying.
You and me and the retching
The one saying.
fire and metal
Go
over
back.
and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
1, 2.
And Stanley died again.
Oh.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a...
What do you mean goodbye?
No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Goodbye. Word. Goodbye, life. The end is loading. Thank you, bro. Thank you for killing me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
No.
He might find an answer there.
Bro, really doesn't like the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Huh? What? Thank
There's
you.
the door, just go.
Thank you for being so understanding, I guess. Yep, it is classic.
Stanley walked
For
straight
now.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get
But
back.
everything he says, it happens.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Willingly. Whee. Okay, I had to do it, okay? Huh?
As the machine whirred into motion,
Wait, what?
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Don't kill me.
Stanley
Don't kill me. I'll hide in the settings. Auto walk. What? Jump. There is no jump. Audio. Here, very small. Please don't kill me, okay? Well,
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
oh. Thank you.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
What?
death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yep. She's talking to me directly this time, right? The very first concrete piece of standard design. Okay. The office button sounds. Never heard that one. Credits. The impeccable. The early developments. You really know lots about this game. Ooh, solitaire. Can I play? No. Okay. Yep, I understand. Boss office.
To end this injustice forever, Stanley stood on the snow. And finally, he pushed the number 9.
To number 9.
Then he pushed the number 8.
Okay, so
Stanley pushed the red button.
so the numbers had a use of some kind. And there was 9. Or, I don't know. Ah, wait. I wanna click it. Okay, never mind. Ooh. Zending. Wait. There is no spoiler in this place, right? The last time I had ending that only ended when the player started from the escape menu. Wait, what? Oh, I tried to do this. This was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. I tried. They removed it? Escape menu. Oops. Wow, that's all. Okay. Okay. I guess I've done everything here. Hmm. Oh. What does it say? The work haste boss, which became we hate Mondays. Guess I've seen everything. Okay, that's cool. Warzone. What do you mean Warzone? End up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Ah, I love this. Released shortly after starting to build it, so joking and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people into making fun of people who like shooters. No, I'd like it. I would like it. Oops, I came back. I have to find a level, I guess. Oop, I didn't see this place. No, I came from here. Would the game feature capybaras? Damn, there is no capybaras. That's sad. How do you stay in shape? Are you what? Why? It is the shortest one and and the longest one. The Warzone ending would have been fun. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What's the difference between a duck and what? From a cool man. Are you a rock? Okay, that's on the garage. Okay. Here. Okay.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Goodbye.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Yep.
No, perhaps not.
Yep.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Should I quit?
Don't let...
Ouch. So,
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
huh? There is. Wait. Now there is two. Huh? Solitaire. New content.
Oh,
Thank you.
New
Thank you.
content? What does that mean, new content?
Probably it means new content. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
But does it mean that I finished completely the first game? I mean the standards game.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Count your days, bro.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Not again.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
You're the one giving me content here.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Never mind.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Okay, I'll do it. There is nothing to do besides that. Jump! I can't jump! There is no way. What about here? I can't! Oh, my bad. No more jumps. Did I miss something? There are secrets for another day. Yeah, I go blindly in every game I play.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on?
Wait, does it really exist? Wait, I have to see. Here. Test achievement, please ignore. Test achievement description, replace this. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. I'm sure there is someone who did this. They waited 10 years to have this achievement. Wait, people actually got the test achievement, please ignore. How? Okay, settings, world champion. Set all setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. Indeed. Okay.
Yes, I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault,
Understandable.
Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
We didn't have a great
What do
time.
you say, friend?
What do you mean, friend? You exploded me with nuclear weapons.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Should I? Okay. That's what friends do! Yep, destroying each other with nuclear weapons is such a basic activity between friends. Whoop.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got
Yeah.
me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What the hell? God of War 2. Graphic. Team. En général.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally
No, I don't.
Back then, video games had integrity.
True.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Collector's Edition. Independent Games Festival. The British Academy Film. I don't know. Good times. Memories are real. Mozilla. No, the older version of Mozilla. Of course, nobody used it. Everybody used Chrome. Our first guest, my first card, the release of the Stanley Parable. Yep. They're all great memories. Smile because it happened. Maybe this was the Stanley Parable we made all the way. Begin the demo. Don't play for 5 years. It became 10. What do you mean? But Abdo said, where there's a will, there's a way. I want this unachievable achievement. Please, how to get the unachievable? An achievable achievement. Seriously. Surprisingly down to earth. Designer hat. Ah, poor Stanley. Tough choices. Here, just to sit with the narrator. Okay, I didn't expect that. A loving memory, little Stanley. What? So Stanley is a hamster, actually.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It
Persona mentioned!
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Minecraft. The original remake. Persona 3 mentioned, that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I'm missing something from the original game because this girl, we didn't see anything. Just a cutscene. There must be more. Oops. There was another way. Damn.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
You didn't convince the serious room. Let me in.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, an online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in
Nah,
years.
the Steam reviews,
Imagine what's being
they
collected
can't be
here.
put into
Sure,
the
these
actual
reviews were
game.
glowing as
It's
well, weren't they?
impossible. Honestly, I could not be.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web
I'm sure.
of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I am sure that's an actual review. For sure. Oops. But if you look at it that way, it's a like. Just a thumb up. Just it is red. Oh.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
How?
Goodness, this is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Damn. Wait. We missed something, no? I guess. Oops. Closed.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
You're giving me a skip
And
button.
here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit.
Yeah.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go
Ah,
off
what?
on thoughtless display of self-absorption...
Boop.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe...
What?
30, 45 minutes?
Let's see. He might be lying.
Well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know it's...
250.
But at any rate, Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my
12
God, there's
hours.
no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
Let's find out.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're
Wait.
back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Apocalypse.
Stanley,
What?
I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
I'm sorry.
With a single person to speak with.
I'm sorry,
And
man.
you think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Yeah,
Would you
actually.
think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed...
What now? Okay, my bad, bro.
This is the story of a man... branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me.
Okay.
When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us. I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here.
So just open a door and let me do something.
Someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will
His
press
click
the
button
next
baiting
time.
me.
What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
You have 15 seconds. The bait didn't work on me. Okay, bro. Just be dead. I don't care. I'm not staying here. Oops.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped
Bro!
keeping track.
Hello? Oh my god. Okay, the bait actually did work. Boom. Oop. No battery. Wait, what? Clock stopped working. Come on.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It
I'm
was
back.
meant to speak to the human
back, bro.
condition. But
Bro.
where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic
Bro.
little thumbs
Bro,
down
I'm
review
moving.
and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of
He
cohesion.
became
one's
crazy.
assessment of our
That's my revenge for
Absolutely
destroying me with
anyone can leave a review.
nuclear
so here's
weapons.
What we get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason?
We
other
got
than
it,
to do
man.
so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort
Okay,
with
he
ourselves
became
that our
crazy.
entertainment is now our life.
Probably gave up by now. Oh. Oh. I am going to die, right? Oopsie. Okay.
The end is never the end, is never the
Nah,
end,
bro.
is never the end, 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 is never.
Let me save you, bro.
The end.
Oopsie. New reference unlocked. True. We're going to drown here. Whoops. Oh my god. Boom. Come on. Ok. L'érosion. Can I get out, please? No! Please. Probably an earthquake or... Yes! Cookie 9 Solo. Cookie 9 Solo's the narrator, the all-powerful. Wow. What in the Alabasta music is this? What? Yo.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
So, how to receive the package? Oh, there is no narrator. New content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Can I go to the elevator and go down to get the order?
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Probably something will change. Who am I kidding?
Here's the door, just go.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So
Oh good, you noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
wait.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
What do you mean, Stanley Parable 2? Not that you're thinking. Take off that, but you will. Take off that, but you will. Is this a hint? I didn't.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Yep.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely
Number 2.
organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around it. It'll all work itself out. Game development is
Who took
more
the red
fuzzy
one?
magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
QR code. Portal 2, Half-Life 2. Okay. Sequels are good, but not all of them. What do you mean? The tutorial? Nah, it is a joke, right? Nah, you're joking. No way. Nah, no.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Can I jump, please, or sprint, at least? The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Okay, I wanna try this.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Damn.
Isn't that wonderful?
So?
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. Of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
I'm Jim.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I'm Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yes.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Damn! That's my name!
Yes, you see?
How did the game know my name?
You. The button described you. Do it again, Jim. Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth it.
Agreed.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
What? Nah. Sexy. You mean there is something cooler than the gym button? I mean the player's name button. No way. There's
I
no way.
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, that's my name.
Save me the
Wow.
work of finishing this feature.
What is this?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Free, new, plus easy. I want the free achievement, please. Free achievement, get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive you, no more steps. It works.
Now here's something special. You remember that
No way.
broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
No way.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
No way.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world
Nah.
who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
There must be a way to get the unachievable achievement. How is it an achievement
What else?
if it is
What other exhibits haven't we
unachievable?
seen yet? Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Is that Cristiano Ronaldo?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Can you do a sprint button? No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Huh? Get well someday or happy 12th birthday. I love darker colors.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Huh?
Get Well Someday it is.
Okay. I remember that.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Reassurance. Oh, this one. So, it is a code that will send me to the merch shop, I presume. A sequel, huh? Learn more. Watch the sequel. Get it on Steam. Okay, credits, official website, but there is no merch. Ooh, reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Where's the bucket?
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
My friend Abdo.
Give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Return the bucket to. Well, okay. Guess I will keep the bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
So, exit. We didn't set the world champion. Yep. We are missing the infinite hole and the world champion. We are here. So from here. Oh. Thanks for the figure. Infinity. Science and more. Falling, and that's infinity, I guess. More hole. It just keeps going. Okay. Let's try.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite
it
fall.
can't be
You
true.
can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a you see? Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Cap.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do
Thank you.
recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Cap. There is something. Infinity isn't real.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh! It wasn't infinite after all. I knew it.
Bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If
Mostly.
that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole.
Too bad you don't have a
I'll
bucket.
just be up here when you're ready.
Okay. Should I?
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Wait. There was no room here. Mostly infinite. And finally, the world champion, I don't know. Huh? The holy moly. How deep can we dig? Okay, the inspiration was from this book. Oh, the jump circle. But I have no jumps
Well,
remaining.
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. Oh wait, you already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Yeah.
Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
No, give me more jumps. You can do that. You're the narrator. What is the... What is the settings world champion? We are here. It should be... This is the jump circle. Just behind the wall of the jump circle. So... Here... Huh? Okay, let's go. I got a bucket. Cool.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah. What do you mean? Like this? Wait. I should do it. Should I return? This is inverted. So we said, oof, the N is the jump circle just behind the wall. So here. Oof. Here. Reset. Oh no. And now I should the stairs. Before end. Before end. Okay. Here? No. What? This is the end. Nah, I don't mind. This is the end. Should I? Merge. Between merge and jump circle. This is the jump circle. This is the merge. Oh, it is. Okay, okay. It's a detour. Okay. Oh, from here. Nice. Did I miss something? Ah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Every... Oh! There's no 100 in this one. Or this one. First person shooter. Second person shooter. Plasma rifle. Joe's favorite. Play of the game. Windows! No way. Okay. Dot. Every bar left to right like this. Language, every option. Every option here as well, probably.
This the man.
Nice. Okay. Reset. What? What? Oh man. Oh, this one. I don't have low dexterity. What? No, I'm sure I won't. Don't worry. Not that stupid. Okay. Oh, I guess that's it. They give you only the achievement.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting.
Random emoji from Google. Oh wait, where are the sub?
Menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity?
No clue.
I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every
They
level
will
of
never set
bumpscosity
the
in
setting
Stanley
sliders to every
Parable
possible setting. Oh my god. Ooh. No jumps. So you said there were new endings, so we are playing the same game.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
The same
Yes, I know
game
it's not
with
exactly
different
clear yet
endings?
how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! They gave me my
Well,
My jumps
I mean,
again?
there's potential here, right? It's sort of...
Wait.
Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
do it, please.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Like
Here we
most of
go.
the game.
Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
I'm Jim,
And I do
remember?
very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
I said it!
Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I actually did it. He said there will be a new setting. He did it. Okay, 50.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
Thank you, thank you.
Employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his
Probably
desk
I
in
will
room
stop too.
427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
I will watch this cutscene though,
And in
before.
This is what Employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Just one
And then
question.
one day, something very peculiar happened.
What?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say,
Get
"Hi."
too ill soon.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the
Oops.
longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I just want to know what is the function of the hour we input at the beginning of the game. It has to have something, right? And I want to know what would happen if I don't move. That's a secret. But I did it in the first Parable Stanley. So I should be able to know because I ended it. Or so I thought. So it has a function. You said it indirectly. So, no interaction if I stay still. I'll give it 15 seconds. Five, 10, okay, I'll keep that in my mind. So I guess everybody in the chat is connected and it's gotten pretty late. So I'll just end up here. Of course, I enjoyed a part of being distracted by nuclear weapons, and I had nothing to do to prevent it. Besides that, it was a pretty cool game. I have high expectation for the Parable Stanley 2. Okay, thanks for watching and come again, okay? The end is never the end. Goodbye.